The recruiting process, it takes a whole family, it takes a whole school to get that done. And so I'd like to thank, first of all, our staff. I think they did an outstanding job of identifying student athletes and working with them throughout the whole year, including the summer and starting as early as last year in the spring, and working with these student athletes to get them on campus. And also like to thank our athletic administration for all the help that they give us along the way to make sure that this stuff gets done. In addition to that, I'd like to thank Beth Williams and the admissions staff, who was gracious enough to come to all of our recruiting weekends and meet with parents and give tours. And then we had some people that really did a really nice job on our recruiting weekends. We had Lynn Artman that came in on several weekends from construction management. Ryan Tolles from mechanical engineering that came in for several weekends as well. Then we also had Taylor Hoppapar, who came in from kinesiology and integrated physiology and met with students. And Marie Cleveland came in from business and was at every one of our weekends. So another person that does a tremendous job that works with the student athletes as they come in and works with the parents and the prospective students is Colleen Irva in financial aid, and she does an outstanding job of just helping those people to feel comfortable and help them to understand what it is that that they can get from a standpoint of financial aid. In addition to that, on the weekends, our catering service people put on our lunch meals, and they did a great job with those, again, just like they always do. So we're especially thankful for them as well. We're certainly proud of the success that our student athletes have had and that our football team has had. So this past year we had 74 players that were above a 3.0 on our football team, 49 of which were 3.5 or above, and 12 that were perfect 4.0s. And that takes the whole community of Michigan Tech, and that's what I think makes this place such a special place. Well, again, every year you try to identify what are the key positions and people that you need to recruit to bring into your team to add to that team. And again, I think our staff did a great job of identifying, those guys. We're trying to add depth and specific people to all positions. Some areas are a little bit higher needs than others, and we'll go through that a little bit here and give you a listing of those guys. I think you'll see which areas we kind of identified as some of our need areas. So starting on the offensive side of the ball, on the offensive line, we've added 5 offensive linemen that we're very excited about. Grant O'Brien from Goodrich High School in Michigan. He's going to be going into engineering. He's big, aggressive. He's 6'6", 300 plus pounds, and we're really happy with him. Aiden Webb is from Brighton High School. He's majoring in bioinformatics. He's big, very aggressive, stays on blocks, also 6'4", 290. Hudson Maddox, we had him from Bath Community High School in Michigan. He's going into mechanical engineering. Again, good sized offensive lineman. Really like what he does in terms of staying on blocks and his physicality. Ethan Post from Lowell, Michigan, who's going into construction management. His dad is an alum. He's a center and a very aggressive run blocker. Brandon DeVries from Kalamazoo, Michigan. He's construction management or business. Again, very aggressive, played on both sides of the ball, loves to play, very physical. We're excited to have him on board as part of that O-line. At the tailback position, we've added Asher Gregory from East Lansing, Michigan, in business. He's got great speed, he makes great cuts, he's very explosive out of his breaks. Also, we added Jake Roof from Lawton, Michigan. Right now, he's undecided on his major, but he's a tremendous athlete with great speed. He finds those cuts, and when he makes them, he can get vertical and take it to the house. At quarterback, we're adding Austin Riddle from Marquette, Michigan. He's undecided in his major, but very competitive, very athletic quarterback. He's got good speed. Just seems to have good composure out there. As far as athletes that at some point in time will find their role, on the offensive side of the ball, we're adding Dryden Nelson from Calumet, Michigan, business student, possibly sport and fitness management, has great hands. He can be a running back or a slot receiver for us. Also has the ability to contribute on special teams and as a kick returner, but again, tremendous speed. And so we're very excited to add him into our program. Desmond Mullen from Marquette, Michigan is going into athletic training or business. He's athletic, he plays both ways, he's an explosive runner, and we're excited to bring him on board on the offensive side of the ball. Defensively, on the defensive line, we're adding Sean Brad from Kimberly, Wisconsin. He's going into mechanical engineering. He's a tall, athletic, very explosive player who's really technically solid from a really good high school program in Kimberly, Wisconsin. He's also a very good thrower in track, and so he will probably do that here as well, and I'm very happy to have him do that for both sports. At linebacker, we have Jun Young Chung from Berrien Springs, Michigan. He's an exercise science kinesiology major. Very aggressive, very hard-hitting and explosive. I mean, he has some plays where they're just snap and explosiveness, so we're excited about him. Joe Morano from Dearborn, Michigan, from Edsel Ford High School. You may recognize his name. His brother Will is a tailback for us. He's majoring in business. He's athletic, tough, competitive. We anticipate him being an outside linebacker for us. And again, good family, really hard-working kid. At defensive back, we're at grad transfers, which is something kind of that we haven't had a lot of at our school, but we're adding Jacoby Davidson from Hutto, Texas, who's transferring from Drake. He'll be going into the MBA program here at Michigan Tech. He's got good experience, he's tall, he's an athletic cornerback. Also at defensive back, we have Deontay Good from Livonia, Michigan, Winston Churchill High School. He's an undecided player. He's an athlete, solid tackler in space, very aggressive. We're also adding Dakota Blackwell from South Lyon, Michigan. Dakota has a brother, again, that you'd recognize. Braxton Blackwell is his brother. He's a starting safety for us. Dakota's a sport fitness management guy, and very athletic, physical, very solid player. So we're very happy with those guys that we're adding into our defensive backfield. So as we head into the 2022 football season here at Michigan Tech, we have a large group of players that are returning with us, and we're adding this recruiting class to that group. Currently, as our team is working hard this offseason, they're preparing for the spring, as is our coaching staff. We're looking to build depth at all positions, and that's critical in this league. We're also looking to improve on a 6-4 season in 2021, which was an outstanding year, losing to three games to very highly ranked teams, and we're looking to improve on that record. As we start to move forward to 2022, we're very proud of the accomplishments of the seniors, the 16 seniors that just graduated, and the careers that many of them have already started, and the ones that will just recently graduate will be moving forward towards. So we're excited for those guys and their bright futures. We're anxious to get better this spring, and one of the things we know is that as we're going through spring ball is that in our league, every game is a close, competitive, hard-fought game, and so we have to be ready for that as well, and so that's what our spring ball will prepare us to be able to do. And lastly, we're always excited to play in front of our home fans here at beautiful Curley Stadium, and we'd like to thank all of our alumni, our fans, that help us to make Curley Stadium one of the best environments in Division II college football.